Now, DeWanna Bonner, all right, she has come out. She's also
just feeding off her energy and her will to win. She wants to win, and that's been really fun. And getting to, run around with her is definitely better than chasing her around.
DeWanna Bonner has officially dropped a bombshell about Caitlin Clark, and the entire basketball world is buzzing. What was once viewed as one of the most intense rivalries in modern women's basketball has suddenly spun itself into a storyline straight out of a primetime drama. Fans, reporters, and even Caitlin herself were left momentarily speechless as Dana spoke with surprising honesty about her new perspective on her former on-court adversary. The shift feels monumental, as if two titans who once crashed against each other are now shifting their power to stand shoulder to shoulder.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner. Both of them have made comments about the upcoming WNBA season. And we all know, once they assembled this roster, the pressure was going to begin to build.
Caitlin Clark has always played the game with an intensity that borders on supernatural. She's the kind of player who turns difficult shots into routine highlights, and whose range forces defenders to guard her the moment she crosses half court. On the other side stood DeWanna Bonner, a veteran, a decorated champion, and a competitor who had made an entire career by stopping players exactly like Caitlin. Their styles clashed like fire and ice, creating a rivalry fans couldn't get enough of. And for the longest time, it felt like neither would ever budge.
She was asked about it after the game, and I thought her comments were telling because it's the kind of thing you want to hear from this team as
their past matchups were things of legend. Two physical, emotional, and mental competitors determined to outdo each other at every turn. Picture two lions battling for dominance, each swipe sharper than the last, each moment filled with tension. Fans were glued to their screens, watching every dribble, every cross, every stare down. They weren't just playing basketball. They were testing each other's limits. And in that test, they forged a mutual respect that would quietly lay the groundwork for something much bigger.
Obviously, that's like zero tolerance for that, There's no need. I think people sometimes fail to realize that we have a life outside of basketball, and we are human. So be fans, first of all, That's what we're here to put on the show for you to enjoy. And we enjoy. This is what we love to do. So don't make it, about that. Don't make it miserable for us to play that. Don't make it to where we're dreading to go out there and put on the best show for you. So it's something that I think our organization, our team, and our locker room stick together and, stand up for. And we're going to continue to do that. And we enjoyed this game, so we want to keep it that way. And I feel like we're going to continue to speak up on that.
Yeah, I think exactly what DB said. I appreciate Kathy and the league doing that. I think also our organization has done a tremendous job of getting out in front of those things too. Coach White has done a tremendous job. So I think keeping our locker room tight, but like DB said, there's no tolerance for that.
I'll return to Eliza.
Hi, this is Eliza from the fashion publication Who What Wear. Thank you all for your time. This is for Caitlin.
Then came the shocking twist. A twist no one saw coming. Instead of preparing for another season of intense battles, DeWanna Bonner chose to embrace a new chapter where she and Caitlin Clark were no longer opponents, but allies. This wasn't just a roster move. It was a seismic shift in the league's energy. Suddenly, two elite players who once tried to break each other down were now working together to build something unstoppable. It felt like watching two rival superheroes decide to team up for the final battle.
What you are used to.
Oh, man. Yeah, totally different atmosphere. The support here has been just phenomenal. I really can't go anywhere. I've been here like a week and a half, and everywhere I go, it's just like, we're excited for the season. Thank you for being here. So it's been really, really refreshing, and I'm just happy to be here.
When Dana was asked about this shift, she spoke with the calm wisdom of a veteran who had experienced every angle of the sport. She talked about energy, respect, accountability, and the love of the game. She reminded everyone that players are human, that the pressure can be intense, and that support from fans and organizations matters more than most people realize. Her message wasn't just about Caitlin. It was about elevating the entire environment. And in that moment, Fans could feel the shift happen.
This is DeWanna Bonner had her back immediately. DeWanna Bonner backup came right to her defense. And this is another player who the Fever have added that is going to bring support around their stars. You see Bonner saying, nah, what are you doing right there? Getting right in her face. This is not something that the Fever had in the locker room.
Caitlin responded with equal maturity, praising both Dana and the Fever organization for stepping up and creating a culture that protects players emotionally and mentally while still demanding excellence. She spoke highly of Coach Stephanie White's leadership and the unity inside the locker room. Together, Caitlin and Dana portrayed a team that's not only built for winning games, but built for supporting each other through the grind of a long season. And that's something every championship team needs.
Experience the champions that have been added to this bunch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody talked about when we were in the playoffs last year of, we really didn't have much experience at all playing in playoff games. I don't know what the exact number was, but we really lacked in that area. So just adding pieces of, players that have been in this league, they know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to get to the finals. They know what it takes to win championships. I think it's exactly what we needed in our locker room. So it's just exciting, but also they're not only really good basketball players, they're really great leaders and really great people.
Over the next few days, Dana expressed just how refreshing this experience has been for her. After years of having to walk into arenas where the crowd noise worked against her, she now felt embraced. Fans who once cheered her misses were now cheering her presence. She described walking into local shops, meeting people in the city, and being welcomed with excitement and gratitude. For a veteran player, that kind of love hits differently. And being on the same side as Caitlin has only amplified.
I even really realized yet because I haven't played in front of it. So I'm excited to get a little bit of a taste on Saturday, but I can only imagine how the first game is going to be. Playing here as an opponent, it's hard to play here. They get loud, they get crazy. Last year in Connecticut, we just kept saying, we know we can't take this thing back to Indiana. We got to finish it at home because it was going to be insane. So I'm excited to be a part of it and them cheering for me for once instead of against.
As practices began, it became clear that the chemistry between Caitlin and Dana wasn't forced at all. It was natural. They joked around during drills, challenged each other during shooting sessions, and communicated seamlessly on the court. There was no ego clash, no tension, just two elite competitors realizing they could elevate each other instead of competing for spotlight or possessions. The transformation from rivals to teammates looked effortless, almost fake.
Obviously, Caitlin, so what's it been like just building that relationship with you two? I saw you kind of messing around with each other on the court, so it looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. She's such a dynamic player. She does a lot for this team, and we understand that. So I think everybody here just want to make her life easier, and she wants to make everybody else's life easier. So just putting all the pieces together that we can be a threat on, every level of the court, not just with Caitlin this year. So I'm just ready to put it all together, and it's so crazy because we got 4 days for player preseason games, so I think we got to put it together pretty quick.
Behind the scenes, Dana emphasized how much she respects Caitlin's dynamic playmaking, while Caitlin admired Dana's IQ, leadership, and championship experience. They both understand the value of having someone who not only matches your intensity, but also brings something different to the table. It's a blend of youthful explosiveness and seasoned wisdom, an ideal balance that every elite franchise wishes they had.